Next match was the $1 Million Team, Ted DiBiase, the debut of the Undertaker, Rhythm and Blues, which was the Honky Tonk Man and Greg the Hammer Valentine, a much forgotten about tag team with that really made sense. They just built onto the Honky Tonk gimmick that Greg the Hammer Valentine became a rock and roll guy himself. They didn't really treat him like he was Greg the Hammer Valentine of the past. They just treated him like he always could sing and dance and play the guitar, and they cut a gold record with Jimmy Hart, and the gimmick worked for me. They went up against the Dream Team, Dusty Rhodes, Coco Beware, the Hart Foundation, Bret the Man Hart, and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And I know SummerSlam 1991 was really the breakout to Bret Hart. He won the Intercontinental Championship from Mr. Perfect, but this match, honestly, to me, was just about the debut of Bret Hart, putting him out there, even though he's still involved as the Hart Foundation, as a main star, a guy to watch, a guy on the rise. Him and Ted DiBiase were the survivalists of this, and they went to the last thing. It was funny because it normally always comes down to the team captains, but the Undertaker, he was able to dispose of Dusty Rhodes with ease. I think this was one of the swan songs of Dusty. I'm not sure if he worked after this or if this was his exit way out. But basically, Dusty Rhodes' feud with Randy Savage had ended months earlier, leaving Savage with nothing to do except cutting a promo later in the show. But Bret really put up a fight against Ted DiBiase, which was like a coming out party. I think a lot of people thought that Bret Hart was a great wrestler in a tag team, but seeing him out there without Jim the Anvil Neidhart and really going up against one of the biggest stars in Ted DiBiase sort of, put him in a different thing. If you went to house shows at the time, Bret Hart got booked a lot in singles matches, and what it came down to from watching shoot interviews later in life was that, basically Jim the Anvil Neidhart didn't like working a lot of these house shows, so he just basically had bad excuses to not work, and so Bret got to go out there and show off how really good he was. But this definitely highlighted what Bret Hart was. The video